guys, welcome back to another video. As I'm sure you can tell by the title, today we are going to be trying a full face of dollar store makeup, or more specifically, I went to the 99-cent store. I used to be in the makeup world. I did makeup professionally, but I was still relatively an amateur. I knew how to get the job done, but by no means am I like these beauty gurus who can do runway models like it's clockwork. I'm not that good. I thought it would be fun to try it out for myself as somebody who really doesn't wear makeup at all anymore. Like, this is me. If you watch any of my other videos, I just have lashes. That's all I really do, and I throw on chapstick. When I do decide to glam myself up, it involves concealer and bronzer, a little bit of eyeshadow, all those things. I got a ton of stuff at the 99-cent store. I'm gonna show you guys everything I got, and then I'm gonna tell you the price. Okay, first, I got this palette. Has a ton of different eyeshadows. It has 4, 7, so what, 21 eyeshadows and 5 blushes, which is pretty cool, and it's a bunch of neutrals and stuff, so I thought that was cool. Then I got a strobing contour palette. So I didn't really open this up. I guess we'll find out more when I actually open the packaging up, but I will say these already look really light, but who cares? We're gonna try it anyway. I grabbed a bunch of single brushes for $1, but then I found this little package for $3, and it comes with foundation, blush, some basic eyeshadow brushes, and eyebrow grooming, so I thought that was really cool. I found this highlight. It's called Smoke and Mirrors, and it is in gold. They had a bunch of different colors, but this gold, obviously, that's my favorite type of highlight to put on myself, so that appealed to me. It looks more like, I guess it is gold. It's just not like gold. It's not like bam, you know? I also got another highlighter in Golden, which is more of like a bronzing color that I thought I could use on top of the contours that I have, just in case those don't show up. I thought that would be like a nice bronzer. Then I got this concealer pack. I'm not the most optimistic about this, but I do not wear foundation, so I needed to get something. I don't know, maybe that will be okay. I might just have to play around with it a little bit, but it also came with a little brush, which I thought was really cool too. The last two things, I'll just put them together, is a matte lip cream, because we all love matte lip cream, so it'll be cool to kind of test this out and see how it looks. It's in hippie chic. And then I got another, just in case that turns out terrible, I also got a little lip palette. We're gonna try everything out. The grand total for everything was $15.11. I got all of this makeup for $15. What's even crazier is that the cheapest one out of everything was this. It says that it was $2.99. The checkout lady got a little bit confused too, because we were like, something doesn't seem right with this total. It's $2.99. It was 75 cents in the store. So much that people behind me were like, wait, that was only 75 cents? It was like a whole thing. So I'm going into this really optimistic, I would say, because I would hope that there is an affordable option for people who cannot afford to go and spend $40 on a palette, $40 on a foundation. So I'm hoping that this stuff will at least be decent enough. I mean, look, these are businesses that are at least operating and being sold in stores, so people are obviously buying them and enjoying them, even if just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and unpack everything. The way that I'm gonna do my makeup is not your typical full face though, so that's something to bear in mind. I will just pretty much be using concealer on my problem areas, and then yeah, I'm a little concerned now thinking about that, because I feel like foundation is what pulls it all together, but I don't wanna, there was no foundation at the 99-cent store. I was watching Mia Maples and there was way more options at the Dollar Tree, so if I do this again, I'll try doing it at the Dollar Tree. But for now, we're just going with what I have in front of me from the 99-cent store. All right, we're gonna zoom in nice and clear. The one thing I will say I did was I did my skincare routine as usual. We're gonna go ahead and start off with this conceal palette. It was $1.99, and I'm actually just gonna use the brush that they provided. All right, we're gonna zoom in nice and clear. The one thing I will say I did was I did my skincare routine. We're gonna go ahead and start off with this conceal palette. It was $1.99. And I'm actually just gonna use the brush that they provided. I'm gonna be using my little Tarte palette to look into. All right, let's see. So obviously, as you guys may or may not know, we use greens and reds to help cancel out darkness under the eyes. As you can see, it canceled it out. Obviously, you would not only use green, but so far it's super creamy and like really, really easy to blend out. It's not the craziest coverage, but it's definitely doing the job. I don't hate it. So I'm just kind of using the brush to get the application and then dabbing with my fingers. The real test is gonna be, is the concealer gonna match and hopefully cover the green that I am putting on my eyes? Because let me tell you, it would be most unfortunate if it doesn't. Okay, we have the green concealer on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this lighter shade right in here and put that underneath my eyes and around any problem areas. My camera is clearly not picking it up. Canon makes skin look so smooth, but I've been having a little bit of redness throughout my forehead, my hormonal areas of my nose. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna put it in those little areas. Typically when I use my Tarte creamy concealer, I'll like do like 2 dots under my eyes, 2 dots on my forehead, 1 on my nose, 1 on my chin, and then I just use the brush to kind of blend that all out. But because this is all I have and this is kind of a thicker, heavier cream, I don't know how successful this is gonna be, but I am gonna go ahead and just double dip here. Still super creamy. That's honestly really nice pickup. I'm not mad about how that's coming off. Let's see how this matches. Oh no, this isn't good. It's fine. I know what I'm gonna do. What's weird is it's so creamy, but it comes off, and it like comes off so thick, and then it's so like chunky or like chalky once you put it on your face. Oh my god, it's so bad. Look, if the only question is it covering your under eyes? Yes. But is it looking super gritty and chalky? Oh my god, yes. This camera, it actually doesn't look that bad in the frame. Oof, but in person, good god. It's crazy because it looks really dark in the pan, and then the second you put it on your face, you have to damn near blend it all the way out in order for it to like look like it did something, and then by then it's like, is it even doing anything? So I'm gonna go in with this next rosy color, which is supposed to be even more color correcting. Oh god, but I just don't even know. I don't know how. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with, oh god, okay. So I'm gonna go in with some of this rosy color and use very sparingly because this is actually color correcting too. This is not meant to be used as just the concealer. Oh my god. It just looks like I put white chalk on my face. That's when I find out there's actually chalk particles in this. Oh my god, it's so bad. Canons, don't trust them. Then again, I might be editing this later and be like, why was I saying that? It looks so bad. It doesn't look good, okay? It just doesn't. I'm doing my makeup how I would on any other day. That's fine. We're gonna move on. So let's go ahead and try out this eyeshadow palette with all of the colors that could ever possibly be. I'm gonna just go with some neutrals. I will start with a color to put in my crease, which I'm now realizing these are all shimmer. Every single one of them. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's kind of like a mauve-y tone. It just seems like it'll be the less loud one, and I'm gonna use this little, okay, it's not picking up anything at all. Just gotta swish it around for a little while, I think. Okay, we got some color. So we're gonna just put this in my crease, and you know, okay, it's honestly, it's not that bad. I would never ever do shimmer in my crease, but it's not like the end of the world. And that's just me. Other people might like to do shimmer in their crease. I just don't. But I will say, like, it's actually showing up. I will give it that. As you can see, it's definitely got color. I had to like swish it around the pan for a little bit in order to get something to pick up. But once you get it on there, I mean, it's on. Okay, I'm not gonna keep loading this on because it's clearly showing up. I'm gonna do this mauve-y color right here. I think it's really pretty. I'm gonna do a mixture of that and the eyeshadow above it. So these two, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. And I'm gonna use this flat brush, and let's see how this picks up. Okay. Pretty good pickup. Keep in mind, guys, this is the 75-cent palette. So for what it is, it's not terrible. Kind of reminds me of being in 6th grade and when I was like first learning how to wear makeup. But you know what? That's okay. I actually don't hate it. Like the concealer I really didn't like. But the eyeshadow actually looks really pretty. I don't know, I just feel very glamorous. I haven't even used an eyeshadow primer or anything like that. So for what I'm getting for 75 cents, like, I could get down with this. I'm now adding a little bit more to the crease, darken it up a little bit. Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna smoke out around the eyes with some black eyeshadow, because we've already made it this far, you know what I mean? I've got this tiny little brush that came with my little collection of brushes. This is really unfortunate because I literally just got my lashes filled today, and you're not supposed to wet your lashes for the first 24 hours. I'm not saying I'm gonna wet them, but I'm definitely gonna need to use like an oily makeup wipe, so I really hope I don't mess them up because I literally just got them done like an hour ago. But you know, gotta do it for the content, right? Let me just say this, like, for what it is, for 75 cents, it's not bad. If this were day-to-day use and I didn't care much and I just wanted to get a pop of color on my eyelids or something, I think this is totally logical. If I were to go out to the club or something, then I would be a bit more skeptical on doing this because I don't even know how long this is gonna last on my face, how long it's gonna stay looking pigmented, what the wear is gonna be like I just don't know. And that's where I'm a bit more like, is it worth that risk? But if you're just looking for something day to day and you don't want to go and drop a fat coin on some eyeshadows that you don't even know if you're going to use that often, I think that this is totally fine. The last thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit to my, you know, little inner, as if we need more glimmer, but you know, fuck it, we're here, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to contour and highlight and blush. So when I was opening up this strobing effect palette, it said that, you know, on the back it was like contour, how to contour, creamy, you know, highlight and all of that. And then I opened it up. These are eyeshadows. Like, they're 1000% eyeshadows. Like, nothing about this is creamy. Nothing about this could be used for contouring. Like, these are dead ass just a bunch of eyeshadows. So it's a great thing that I got this, which is even more shimmer. We are freaking killing it, gals. And you know what? We are just out here working with what we freaking got. I could have gone to the dollar store. I could have gotten better makeup than this. But the thing is, we are working with what we have. And that is just what it is. We're gonna go ahead, literally thank the Lord I got this, because contour is what makes my face come together after putting concealer over it. So we're gonna use this and this little fluffy brush that I have, and we are going to bronze up. And I don't know who I am right now, but we're gonna do it. Here we go. Oh no. Oh, that's gold. Oh, that's really gold. Okay. Well, you know, you signed up for this, Jazmine, so you knew. Oh my God, no, that's highlight. Yeah, that is, it said it was a highlight, but it didn't look like one. That, let me tell you, that is a highlight. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna pretend that it's not. We're gonna pretend that this is a bronzer, as I'm doing right now, because it is bronzing. 1000%, like, it's doing the bronzing thing. But let me tell, I'm gonna take a picture after so you guys can see what I see as opposed to what the camera is picking up, because this shit looks terrible. I feel like I'm in 8th grade right now, but that's all right. You know what? That's all good. We've been bronzed up. We're not gonna do much more than that, because honestly, I will look like I'm puking glitter all over my face. So we're gonna go in with this gold highlighter now. And I'm gonna use the opposite side of the concealer brush that I was using and just apply that to my high points, and hopefully it's a good bronzer. I will say, like, if you have a darker skin tone, this is a really pretty highlight if you use it as that. So now we'll actually test out a legitimate highlight and see how, oh God. Guys, I wanna take off my makeup so freaking badly. This is truly a fail. We're almost done here. Almost. This came out so light on my skin. Yes, is it giving me a highlight? 1000%. Came off like just so chalky and dry and powdery that it just isn't pretty. So the last thing we are going to finish this off with is going to be the matte liquid lip cream, and this was in Hobby Chic. So Hobby? No, not Hobby. What was it? Hippie Chic. So it's like this really pretty nude color, and this one I'm slightly optimistic about. I don't know why, I feel like it's not gonna let me down. It's like my favorite type of color, so I really don't want it to let me down. It's applying really nice. And it's actually pretty damn close to my lip color, so I kind of like that. It's all gonna depend on how this dries though. Honestly, this formula reminds me a lot of the Sephora collection matte lip cream. As you guys know, I used to, well, maybe you don't know, but I used to literally wear the matte lip creams all the time. And this is honestly really nice. It is taking a little while to dry. It feels a bit more like a lipstick than it does a matte lip cream. Maybe it's just taking a little while to dry, so I'm not gonna judge it too harshly yet. Oh, it feels really tacky, really sticky. So maybe that was, oh my God, look at this. My lips are literally sticking together. Last thing we're gonna do is apply a blush, because I entirely forgot about these colors. And I've ran out of brush options, so we're gonna use the same highlighting brush. And I'm gonna just do this color here, because it looks like one of the more neutral colors that will actually show up on my skin. So we're just gonna pack that brush on. And it's not even showing up. We love that. All right, so that is gonna be it for this full face of 99-cent store makeup. My overall rating is going to probably be like a 4 out of 10. And the reason it's so low, but also relatively high, is because I'm looking at it from the entire picture, right? So, one, this was the first thing that I picked up. I was expecting to spend $3 on it, and it was only 75 cents. And this was probably the winner out of everything that I got. I definitely wish that there were some matte eyeshadows in there, but I really can't be picky when it's 75 cents. I was still able to get eyeshadow on. It was still pigmented. It still looked pretty. It picked up on the brush. My eyes don't burn or itch or anything like that, so like some people complain about when they do these videos. Like, it's not a terrible palette. It has 5 blush options. Like, I think you're getting a huge bang for your buck with this. That was really good. However, when it came to things like this was supposed to be a creamy contour palette, and instead I got a bunch of eyeshadows. Like, if you saw these are like yellow and pink and gold. Like, none of these could even remotely be used as a contour, not even on the fairest person. So that was a bit disappointing. It would have been really fun to play around with like some creamy contours from a 99-cent store. The concealer was absolutely atrocious. I could see that they had gotten the creaminess down. I'm finding that with a lot of these companies, they'll get one thing down. They'll either get the pigmentation down, but they won't get the formula down. They'll get the formula down, but the pigmentation will be. They'll get the color right, but then everything else will be terrible. I would say like the 2 winners would be this and this highlight. I think that these 2 had the most potential, but everything else was really bad. Even now, it's probably been 10 minutes since I put on this, and my lips are still literally stuck together. So this was definitely a fail. Like, you'd have to, I don't even know, set this with eyeshadow or something. It just feels like I've got, oh my God, see, that literally hurts. It feels like I just ripped tape off my mouth. That shouldn't happen. Some of them were like hits, some of them were really bad. I think the brushes were really good and convenient for somebody who doesn't want to go out and buy a whole brush set, but I still do think that if you were willing to just spend a few dollars more and go to ELF perhaps at Target and spend $3 on a brush as opposed to $1 or $2, I think that you'd be a lot happier with those purchases. I just don't think that it was right for me, but I am happy that I tested it out and I now know and have something to compare it to. But the way that I'm wearing my makeup right now, I can tell you right now, I would never wear my makeup like this. I was just really trying hard to salvage these products and make it work for me or make it work for somebody else who may not have the option to go out and buy anything more expensive. So I think it's a nice look, I think it's pretty, and I'd be interested to see how it holds up throughout the day. But overall, it's just not very comfortable. I don't feel very confident wearing this, and you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see me try this at the Dollar Tree, do me a favor and thumbs up this video, comment that down below, and I would be more than happy to do that because this was actually really fun. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, again, throw it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Besitos. Bye.